Game day in Jonesboro, Arkansas. The Arkansas State faithful hoping this is a turnaround to their 2025 season. They know how to do game day right here in Jonesboro. A delicious tailgate pregame before the fans and this team marched in as the Red Wolves get set to take on the Bobcats from Texas State. Amaya sends it away and deep out of the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of excitement on our first play, all for 4 yards. Big tight end Titus Lyons in motion. Jackson throwing again. An open man on the outside is Kylan Evans, one of their big-bodied receivers at 6'2", 200 pounds, a redshirt freshman from McKinney, Texas.
Nice job picking up the first down there. Aaron Alexander that time was out in space. Missed his cue.
Hand off to Perry, who makes one miss and bounces outside. Lincoln Perry lowers the shoulder, a guy who started his career here in Jonesboro. The last picture was actually Lincoln Perry against Texas State as a member of the Red Wolves. Here's Perry again doing damage against his former program inside the 25-yard line. It's a big pickup for him of about 18 yards. This is the third quarterback that has run this system. They have still finished somewhere between 36.2 and 36.7 points per game. Jackson using his legs for the first time. Plenty of room. Brad Jackson is in. A 24-yard touchdown for Jackson, his 6th rushing score of the season.
And this is what they love about Brad Jackson is he doesn't force the football when he doesn't have an opening. He's happy to just take what the defense will give him, tuck it, and run. Incredible job by a young football player, but watch Jackson here. He's looking down the field. He wanted to get it to Evans, number 2 in the middle, saw that he was covered and just decided to make a heads-up play and run for it. Makes one guy miss. He's dancing in the end zone.
They have struggled on third down this year, just 38% conversion, almost intercepted on the back end. Ryan Nolan, the junior from Gainesville, Florida. So after the 10-yard penalty, 3rd and 16. High snap for Jackson. Plenty of time, hits a crosser that's Dawn, and he's going to be ran out of bounds.
Nice job settling down there in the zone to pick up the first down.
Play action pass. Pocket collapsing. Texas State gets home. Rayner goes down. Redshirt junior from Plano, Texas, started his career at Tulane. 2nd year at Texas State. Long ball from Jackson and nobody there. Those 3 are really tight in all-time wins. About 3 wins separates them all. Big play down the sideline, much needed, as Chauncey Cobb, who stands at 5'6", 163 pounds, tries to deliver the blow after the big play.
Watch Hunter Summers and Tyler Kettenborg, number 19 and number 3. Both wide receivers picked up their guy to give Cobb the space to be able to get outside.
Rayner on the keeper. Cutting back across field, Rayner using his athleticism down the sideline, and he steps out back at the 15, but makes amends after the no call on the previous play.
This is an experienced quarterback. Watch the read here. He's reading that defensive end. He sees the defensive end crash, pulls the football, and the rest of this is just juke moves and agility on the outside. As Rayner picks up some big yardage. And we've seen his elusiveness. If it's not there, you can't force it, especially across the middle of the field.
3rd and 8. Rayner taking off, breaking tackles, and into the end zone. Jalen Rayner. The quarterback using his legs on multiple big plays to cut this to a 1-point game.
Watch Terrence Cooks. Number 16, he made a couple of plays in the passing game. He's the guy, number 16, who has a chance to get the quarterback down. He's just gassed. He's gassed, gets his arms around him and is unable to secure the tackle.
3rd and 10, Jackson throwing sideline towards Sparks, who is hit. It's incomplete.
But our success has really been relative to staying on schedule with down and distance.
We appreciate it, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Big hit on that first play. Camden Grogan coming up and sticking Corey Rucker. 2nd down, handoff to Perry, who slipped down, and he was inches outside of the end zone. Almost disaster for Texas State right there.
Yeah, it's that right foot. Watch him. He tries to plant off the left foot to get back inside. just unable to get any traction.
This was their best starting field position of the day, but can they capitalize and take a lead? Rayner with patience in the pocket and finds one of the best to ever do it at Arkansas State, Corey Rucker, who has a big pickup down inside the 25-yard line. Noah Smith, a guy who started all 13 games a year ago, 6 in 2023, but has been the backup this year. Rayner holds on too long, and he's going to go down. Michael Bodwin II. Clune Van Andel lining this up from 51 yards. Jackson Waller holding. The kick is up, and it is good. Clune Van Andel, just a yard shy of his career long, sends it through. Arkansas State up 3 in Jonesboro. Jackson looking towards Sparks, who makes the catch and makes a couple miss. Here goes Sparks. Pushed out at the 50-yard line by Barnes.
Watch Dickerson, number 9. He's going against Spark. He's way back, but when he comes up at the point of attack, he just kind of dives and gives himself away. When you're going against both Sparks, wide receivers that have that wiggle, you got to settle yourself at the point of attack.
And off Burrell. Bounces off one tackle, runs through another. Burrell to the 32-yard line. They move the chains again. 3rd and 14. Dawn in motion. Jackson, plenty of time. Steps up, throwing and hitting, and a first down. Big play on the outside to Maven Anderson. 3rd and 5. Jackson hands off, and they're not going to get there. Tyler Robles, the redshirt sophomore kicker, on between the hashes for a 32-yarder. And it's good. 3rd and long. Plenty of time for Rayner. Again, looking short. And they get back to the original line of scrimmage. Aiden Jones tackles Hunter Summers. Arkansas State has 3 timeouts. If they get a stop here, Jackson feels the pressure, slips down, and he is going to be dropped just across midfield. Arkansas State, one of the things we talked about early, they'd want to control the clock today. That right there, not taking the timeout, taking it to halftime, is a sign of that as well. They don't want to make any mistakes down the stretch in this half. It's tied at 10 apiece. They will get the football when we come out for the second half. Cobb and Summers on the near side of the field. Corey Rucker alone at the top of your screen. Looking this way toward Cobb, but the throw is wide of the mark. Burrell is the back. Jackson steps up, dumps off to Burrell, and not going to get nearly enough. Back to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 10. Play action. Rayner is dragged down. Tymir Jackson and Bobby Crosby. Neither team right now will take this game. Rayner steps into pressure and is hit hard. Jackson and Khalil Alexander that time. 3rd and 1. Handoff Burrell, hit in the backfield and stuffed. Short of the line to gain, and now decision time for G.J. Kinney. 4th and 2. Perry hit! Stopped! Arkansas State holds. Rayner looking back this direction, now trying to escape, and ends up jumping into pressure. Javis Minot, one of them in on the stop. Spiraling kick, and Sparks will get a chance from the 21. He's hit hard. Drew Nicholson is having a game from the long snapper spot.
Wow. During the kick, personal foul, blocking out of bounds on the return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Another penalty, costly penalty in these games. Watch the shot from Nichols here. Takes him down. They cannot help themselves on the penalties here today.
Handoff to Perry, who runs through one tackle and crosses the 20-yard line close to a first down. And he will have it to end the third quarter.
On the outside.
Empty backfield for Jackson on third down. Throwing caught by Don right on cue. And a big play down the sideline. Don broke away and gets across midfield.
Potential QB draw set up here.
Jackson hands off Burrell as a first down. He lunges forward to the 36-yard line.
Now we'll see. We'll earmark this play to see if they come back to this, because Bo Sparks, number 11, is in the backfield with Jackson and Burrell. You see them fake the pitch there after giving the football off. Sometimes that can be a telltale of what they may try later if they get the opportunity.
Jackson was looking to the outside, but he dumps it off to Burrell, who breaks a tackle. Burrell inside the 15, and he's finally tackled down at the 13-yard line. Burrell is the back next to Jackson. Sparks in motion. Jackson rolling out. Lions in the flats. Lions! Touchdown! The big tight end, Titus Lyons, for the first time this season, finds the end zone.
What an excellent play call here, Chucky. Bo Sparks has always been the guy that they feature, so they use him as a decoy coming across the formation. Lyons able to sneak out the backside. So we'll see if they dial number 1's number again here.
3rd and 4, Rayner. Pressure coming, picked up toward Rucker on the outside, and they've got a first down. It's 121st in the FBS. Rayner throwing off his back foot to a wide open man. Clay on the sideline, falling forward to the 35-yard line.
Another big pickup for the Red Wolves.
Handoff to Cedric Hawkins. Hawkins knocked forward inside the 20. 3rd and 2. Handoff up the middle, broken tackle. And down to the 5-yard line goes Kenyon Clay, dragged down by Minot, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The textbook stuff, the technique.
Rayner rolling, throwing, corner of the end zone. No signal, touchdown! Hunter Summers hauling it in, his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Oh, Chucky, you're going to like this. He's working against Bobby Crosby here. What a catch. Does he get that right foot down? You see him dragging it there. We didn't see any penalties, but watch him settle down, act as if he's going to block. Crosby had no idea, completely out of position.
Jackson rolling to his right, looking, has Sparks open, and they connect this time. Across midfield, Bo Sparks runs out of bounds. They've been close on some very similar plays. This time, they do hit it up.
Yeah, we saw Sparks with the drop earlier there too, but they got the matchup they wanted. They got Sparks going against Kyle Taylor, a linebacker. You see him right in the middle of this. Anytime you get a wide receiver matchup on a linebacker, you want to take advantage of that. Excellent job offensively for Texas State.
High snap, handoff to Perry, who sticks his foot in the ground and cuts it upfield inside the 25-yard line. And this Texas State offense is rolling again. 18 carries, 93 yards. In motion this time, it's Brad Jackson on the keeper, squeezes through the line and pushes ahead to the 9-yard line to set up 1st and goal. 3 rushing touchdowns on the season for Lincoln Perry, redshirt senior from Germantown, Tennessee. Bounces it outside. Perry into the end zone, touchdown.
And Chucky, this is exactly what you want. If you're G.J. Kinney, you want the ball in your star's hands. 2 opportunities for Lincoln Perry here in the red zone with the football in his hands. Just tell him to go make a play. And we talked about the backup center in there, Gabe Forston, number 77. He's 3rd or 4 on the depth chart for them at center. So they're putting a guy in there without a whole lot of experience.
Rayner, quick pass out to Cobb. Good blocking from the receivers out wide. Cobb has a first down. Kamari Terrell is a big corner, 6'1", almost 200 pounds against Chauncey Cobb, who's 5'6", 163. 2nd and long. Rayner steps up, finds Rucker. A little bit of space for Rucker, who gets outside, and he's got a first down. What a play by Corey Rucker. That game happening just about an hour away from here in Jonesboro, where we've got a good one. Jalen Raynor and Arkansas State down a touchdown, trying to drive, looking for Rucker. Big hit, absorbs the contact, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Wow. The strength of Rutger here to know that you're going to take this shot from Crosby. He knows he's going to get hit lights out. He just steps in, grabs the football, protects it, and takes the shot. That is a tough man.
Ever since the big drop from Corey Rucker down the sideline, he has been excellent for Arkansas State. 1st and 10 at the 45. Raynor looking downfield. Raynor, a lot of space to run across the 35 and slides down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Heads up play from Raynor here. Hunter Summers and Neymar are both going deep routes on the outside. That leaves so much space for Raynor. No need to force it. Just pick up what you can. Slide and get the first down.
Raynor throwing downfield. Cobb, there was contact, and there's a flag on the field. There was a late tug of the jersey in the Texas State secondary to try to keep the speedster Chauncey Cobb in check.
That looked like
Pass interference.
Atwood.
Defense. Number 7. Automatic. First down.
Raynor's ran for 77 and the touchdown that opened the scoring for the Red Wolves. Raynor throwing, stepping up, makes a man miss. Raynor to the outside, across the 10, and he's pushed out at the 5-yard line, and he's driven into the ground out of bounds. The crowd and the sideline for Arkansas State looking for a flag.
They got Rutger here on the outside, number 7. He's coming in motion.
Raynor gonna throw it into the flats, caught, and touchdown! Kenyon Clay, the running back, but there's a flag down now late. That came in after the play.
Result of the play is a touchdown. Defensive holding. Number 10 defense. That penalty is declined.
Find number 11, Bo Sparks, for Texas State. Do not allow him to get behind this defense in any type of way. They got to take away number 11.
Jackson, design quarterback draw, up the middle. Here goes Jackson across the 20 and ran down inside the 5-yard line by Trenton Allen Yao.
Yeah, without a doubt, if you look at the past 3 years, it's been the home team that has had the advantage.
Hand off to Lincoln Perry, who dives in, touchdown. So in the end, you're still going to get 60 seconds here, but Lincoln Perry into the end zone to give Texas State the late touchdown lead.
And this is a play where Arkansas State just kind of gets out of the way. They're not really trying to stop Perry from scoring here, which I think is the right call defensively for the Red Wolves.
Extra point is no good. Robles pushed it. The snap was awkward and the hold wasn't really there. It might have slowed down his timing.
My goodness, he got the ball down. Excellent job from the holder, taking a higher snap and getting it down, but he just pushed it left. They got to take him away if you're Texas State.
Raynor, time in the pocket, throws it short over the middle to Summers, who gets 9 yards on first down. They hustle to the line here. You do have the added benefit on first downs of the clock stopping momentarily for the ball to get spotted too. Raynor, all day in the pocket. There's Rucker across the logo at midfield, and Rucker is inside the 40 on just 2 plays.
This is the point here, Chuck. You've got to be able to stop these guys and put 2 bodies on number 7. The safety's got to come down and bracket him.
To the line quickly. Short pass to Kenyon Clay. Dives forward to the 30-yard line. That'll move the chains again. So the clock stopped at 29 seconds while they reset the football. 1st and 10, still 2 timeouts. Raynor, the seam route to the 16-yard line. That pass completed. That's Jabari Bush, one of the tight ends.
Not sure what happened to Michael Bowden there, number 3. He just got caught up in the middle of that defense.
Still no timeout. Throwing inside the 10-yard line. Clay lowers the shoulder. They're down to the 4, and here is the first timeout with 10 seconds to play. First down, Raynor. keeps it himself, dives forward, Rayner into the end zone, touchdown! A Jalen Rayner fourth quarter masterclass.
It just makes all the sense in the world for Arkansas State to leave it in their star quarterback's hands. Multiple defenders had opportunities to be able to get him down. He was not looking to throw that football at all. Run pass option with your stellar quarterback on the 4-yard line. Sets up a game winner.
Up good with 6 seconds to go. Still 7 seconds to see this out. Jackson throwing short, quick flip to Sparks, who drops it. And now near the sideline, and this is going to be it. Jackson throws back across the field. It's caught. He's got a platoon of blockers down the sideline. This is Perry. Tripped up, fumbles it, and the ball game is over. Arkansas State with the upset of Texas State.